Yo, what's good, y'all? Textiles in the building. Ken Beckford, Brooklyn, New York. BQEfood.com is the movement. And I wanted to bring that up because I bought this very interesting peach, right? From I want to call it a high-end organic market, right? Although everything in there is not expensive, I think they do provide us with great quality, right? Making a huge mistake in filming a video when the sun, right? It's always better to film video outside in the shade. But in the event, just get your little marketing tidbit or what have you. All right, now check this, right? This joint called me $2.70. Now I chose to buy this to make a point because people say that it's expensive to eat healthy, correct? But isn't it more expensive to eat unhealthy? Because aren't doctor bills more costly than most everything in the world? Isn't that the most, well, all liabilities are liabilities, right? But some liabilities, like houses, you may need, right? But a doctor bill is not something that you should need for doing something that's supposed to be good for you, right? So if eating a BLT, let's just say, where I know for me personally, meat is not for me, right? Like animals, I'm not supposed to consume them, right? I don't think so, right? Nor is that a good combination, right? Bacon and lettuce, that's not even a good combination, right? Right, with mayonnaise and bread and stuff like all that all together causes you over the course of time to potentially end up in somebody's hospital under some doctor's care where you're now shelling out all of your life earnings, right? We've seen this story happen time and time again. And for those who can't afford it, you know what happens with them, right? They just end up just suffering and going through hell on earth because of their choices, right? Because disease is hand to mouth. So when someone like Kanye, I know this might seem like I'm going a little bit off, but for those of you who can follow and know what I'm talking about, y'all know. When you say slavery is a choice, that's the choice in a lot of cases. Because we have to choose to want to know and to do better. Right? Because we could say that we didn't know, right? Like in the case of my mom, right? I could say that she didn't know to be healthy. She didn't know that it was not good as a child to be eating raw chicken, right? Like taking pieces of the chicken and like eating it before it was cooked, right? Or like eating meat was not good. Like feeding us, hot dogs and oodles and noodles was not good. Like it's not healthy. Like every healthy choice is better than an unhealthy choice, right? So when I looked at this and I saw that it was $6.99 a pound, I said, every ounce of this is good for me, right? Even the seed, which I'm not going to eat because I don't believe in eating of seeds and stuff like that. The seeds go back to the ground so that way more fruit could be created, so that way we could always have food. That's right. That's why it's all about abundance, right? So, this is just a massive freestyle. Massive freestyle for me, just going off the cuff, just sharing some of my thoughts with you because I kind of care sometimes. And, while I'm looking out for me, I say, let me just give you guys a couple of tidbits because we could choose the butter and jelly bagel for $2 over the $3 peach. But guess what? This $3 peach, you can eat it slow. You can chew it 52 times a bite. And it could take you 20 minutes to eat this. And it will nourish you, right? Take this, don't eat the skin. Let the skin go back to the ground, go back to the earth. Let the seeds go back to the earth. Let it find its way back to somewhere germinating, hopefully, right? Unless you're going to plant it somewhere, you have some land or somewhere where you can plant it and plant it, right? Create a peach tree. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about those ideas? Like knowing what's what. You say, oh, I'm not going to be filled from this. No, what you're not going to have is a false sense of fulfillment and feeling full, right? You're really like just like stimulating certain senses in your body with that stuff, and really not feeding your cells what nourishes them, like liquid, like fruit juice. Like that's the real key. Not the box joint, but the actual thing, like from nature. Like nature, like imagine if it was a fruit tree right here, right? Imagine if it was a peach tree right here, right? And I waited with my hand open like this, and the fruit just fell in my hand. That's when it's time to eat it. In all reality, like that's to me is the most optimal way to eat. Not taking an animal that we gotta go kill, the blood gotta let out, we gotta burn it, and then dress it up nice and serve it to you. Because if we knew that whole process, we would never have been involved. But what they do is they give it to us when we are babies. Like they have it already in us from our mothers, right? We don't know when this thing started, but our mothers are feeding us the stuff. In most cases, unless your mom is like eating all vegetables and fruits in their raw, organic, wild state for the most part, then you're probably somebody who had stuff that was not supposed to be fed to you intravenously through your umbilical cord from before you were born. So you come out already a crack baby, so to speak, right? Because it's drugs. So I'm just, making it equivalent to crack, because crack is like 1 or 2 molecules away from the white sugar that we eat in most cases from things anyway, right? You're right. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, not judging anybody. I'm just saying that this is what we're dealing with. Like when people are like, I need Coca-Cola, I need bread, I need these different things. It's the sugar. It's the different elements. There's the different elements combined inside of these combo of bombos, I wouldn't call them, right? Combination abominations that make us want them more and more. It's like it becomes an addiction, and it's like it supersedes the logic. So it's hard to just stay focused on this. Like if I were to eat fruits today, who's to say what would go in my mind later on if I let it? That's what I'm saying. It's hand to mouth. It's our choice. We can choose to eat all fruits, all vegetables, all healthy food all day long, but we have to do it in abundance, right? If we don't do it in abundance, then we're going to be looking like we're lacking, right? It's going to look crazy. We're going to look weak, and that's corny. Like, you don't want people to be making funny. Like, so eat in abundance. You're going to eat healthy, eat in abundance, massive abundance. Like, I shouldn't not just be eating one of these. I should eat as many as necessary. But I'm not hungry, but I said I wanted something to eat. But instead of eating something that was not good for me, let me choose something that was good. And when you look at the price range, don't talk to me about price, because you eat tons and tons and spend crazy money on garbage, right? If you drink liquor, if you smoke weed or any kind of other drug, you're spending way more money than by the pound for pound than you would by doing something good for yourself. So I don't know. So I'm not trying to make you do something you don't want to do, but everybody wants to be healthy. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be doing well, right? And health is the best wealth. And if you don't know, that doesn't mean that you're not held accountable. Because ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is an abyss. And you could keep falling, or you could get with the winning team and keep scoring. Keep solving.